How are you guys? Thank you so much for joining me in another episode, a fortnightly episode with your 5 a.m. mother here in Gins. My mother calls it Gins. So when I call it, she always goes, "How is Gins?" So yes, a fortnightly episode live from Gins. Okay, so thank you so much for watching last episode. Let me not say last week, last episode, right? I really enjoyed seeing the comments. They were quite funny. I feel like my friends in the diaspora, a certain lady called Tapiwa, I feel like she was really welcoming me to the party, like one of those, yeah, she's one of us now. Then I feel like my friends back home were sort of feeling sorry for me, but were also laughing at the same time. But it was pure humor. Like I didn't catch any hard feelings. It was pure humor. And I feel like also a lot of the comments, right, from people back home, they're all sending me hugs and stuff. Yeah, I know it's hard, but I'm not really. It was more from a humor perspective. Oh, so this is my life now. It wasn't really like I was sinking or drowning or anything. It was just interesting to see how things have changed. So thank you for that. It was quite nice to see the comments. Please subscribe, comment, and continue to share my videos. Anyway, so this week I really wanted to talk about self-care, right? This is something that I definitely took for granted, and before before I even became a mom, I didn't even think I thought of self-care, like, because it just used to happen. I just used to do what I wanted, like it wasn't something I had to be intentional about, because if I want to go for a run, I want to go for a run. If I want to go out with my friends, I want to go out with my friends. Like, if I want to read a book, I want to read a book. Hello, So, and then after, like, I sort of became a mom, I realized, Sarah, it's something I need to put effort in, because if I don't, I'm going to go crazy. So, by definition, the definition I googled, it said that self-care is the practice of I forgot what exactly it said, but it is the practice of being intentional about your mental health and well-being, and about you basically. So I was just thought it would be nice to share some of the things I do for self-care, and I hope I can encourage someone to actually really be intentional about the self-care and actually take time to do things that sort of make you smile and make you happy. Because if you don't, whether you're a mom or not, yeah, you will go bonkers, literally. So anyway, I'll just share a few things. There's a long list, but I'll just share a few of the things that I do. So to start with, this YouTube channel is definitely one of the things I do for self-care. I used to really watch a lot of YouTube channels, right? And I enjoyed it, and I always wanted to start one. And then one day I just said, you know what, why not? Let me just go for it. And I was very shy, but I went for it. And I actually realized that I really enjoy it. So right now, like, I was about to go to bed, then I was like, oh no, I haven't shot my little car video with my phone. And I did it. So I'm actually going to go to bed feeling like, yay, I did it. So, number one, this YouTube channel. Number two, I try and read a book. So currently, the current book I'm reading is actually called The Empowered Wife by a lady called Laura Doyle. Because we all know these marriage streets, there's no template. So any, like, guidance and motivation and good ideas that you can get, I know they're welcome to every woman out there. So it's a book I'm reading. Unfortunately, I can only read it like at lunchtime, because I can't read a book when my son is awake. That's a waste of time, because he will rip it apart. So like at lunch, if I'm not busy or anything, I just sit in the canteen and I read a chapter or whatever. It's pretty good. I recommend if anyone wants to try it. Another self-care thing that I do, in the morning, I try and read these Strengths for a Woman's Heart. They're like 150 devotions. I don't know if you can see. Coffee. 150 devotions for a woman's heart. I actually got it for a present from my husband. So yeah, it's really nice. It's just biblical devotions and prayers, and that really motivates me in the morning. So that's another self-care thing that I do. I also listen to a podcast, not a podcast, it's like a YouTube channel, but I think they also do a podcast called Better Together. It's also like about Christian marriage and just Christian relationships, and it basically like helps you to like self-reflect and keeps you on your paper. So that's also self-care and stuff, and it helps with, and actually it does focus on marriage, but a lot of the points raised affect even like your friendships, your family relationships, although they zoom into marriage more. Like I feel like a lot of the points they say, they often then say no, but this just doesn't relate to marriage, it relates to even family relationships and stuff. So I really like that podcast. It's really nice. They're also on YouTube, so Better Together if you want. It's a very nice Christian, it's like it gives guidance, not only Christian guidance. Okay, I'm like heavy on Christian things, but it's not, I don't really think that whether you're a Christian or not, I think it will still work because their guidance is very practical. It's not really about praying and only praying and the Bible. It gives really practical guidance. So that's another self-care thing I do. So in the morning when I'm doing like breakfast and lunch boxes, I just play it and I listen to it, and I do my devotionals. So that's self-care. The other self-care thing that I do is I try exercise because it makes me feel good about myself. I'm sure you guys know, you've seen my previous videos. I just do home workouts, and I go for a run, or I do hill repeats outside our road. Something I really enjoyed that I started doing today actually. I was invited by a friend, was a cliff walk, and I really enjoyed it. Oh my gosh, like the views were so beautiful, and it was raining on and off, but we were fine because we were under like the cover of the trees and stuff, and I had a raincoat. So I think that's definitely going to be like my Sunday thing. And then also, I think the other thing I'd like to share with you is like during the week when I'm not busy and I can leave work fairly on time, like if I leave work at 6, by the gym, close to where I work, there's a really nice gym and they've got a really nice steam room. So initially I used to go because if I started feeling flu, I wanted my whole body to nut it up basically, and that's the reason why I would go. Then I actually figured that I actually like it, so I started going like sometimes after work, whether I don't feel fluey or whether I feel fluey or not, I just go and I sit in the steam room for 30 minutes, and it just feels, guys, it feels like, so my husband always used to laugh at me and say, initially when we, during COVID days, when people would steam, would say, you and your weird steaming things that you do, because I guess maybe they did grow up steaming, but my mom would make you steam. Okay, like the moment she had you with the flu, she would put you under a blanket and put Vicks and you would steam. So I think I was sort of used to it, and he just thought it was just nonsense. So now I tried it when I was feeling really fluey when we arrived in Guernsey, and I just figured that I love it. So after work, I just drive to the gym and I sit in the steam room, and then like I get out feeling ready to face Coco Melon for like till Coco Melon and Teletubbies. Like I feel ready to face it, and I can actually watch Coco Melon because I steamed. But yeah, so those are definitely some of the self-care things. I really hope that I encourage someone to try and really be more intentional about self-care for your mental health, and for you to sort of show up as the best version of yourself, whether in work or in marriage or at home or with just any of your relations. If you just take time to just do some things that you enjoy. And plus I also noticed, like, usually like when I don't do self-care, so like for me, if I don't do self-care, like you end up being sort of like bitter towards like your spouse, because like their life keeps going on, and then you're just like, I'm just stuck doing things with the child, and you're just looking at your spouse going big-headed, sorrow, like, so it actually helps if you start like also doing things for yourself, because yeah, you end up just thinking your husband as a sincero, because you're not actually also putting effort on your side. So you need to just take time to take care of yourself. That's actually another tip I got from this book. So yes, it's not just, it's, I've seen it a lot, and I then realized I was taking a lot of things for granted, and I should also try and do stuff for me. And then I think there's another Instagram lady that I really follow. I know her name is Brooke. Then I don't know the name of, I don't know the rest of the name. But for people that maybe follow her, I'll try put the link. She just, every time she starts a video, she says mom to 4 boys. So initially when I used to see like her videos, it was more of, I would look and be like, chick is mad. Like, first of all, she's got 4 boys and she's crazy for having 4 boys. And then I would see like a routine of like, madness. But over time, you know what? Like, I'll just watch something and I'm like, she would motivate me to try. Like, I'm like, okay, you know what, let me try. Let me try. So even like, she's one of the reasons why I say, okay, let me try exercise, because she wakes up, she exercises. Obvious, well, she's fighting battles that maybe she doesn't post on social media, but the positive side that she posts has sort of rubbed off me and has got me wanting to try, and maybe to not always complain and always put my best foot forward. So yeah, self-care, guys. That's all from me. Please subscribe, comment, share, like, laugh. Also share what you guys do for self-care, and motivate others to do self-care and to keep going even though it's hard, and not to say to your spouse that he's got a big head and he's annoying because you aren't taking care of yourself. You should also try. Then if he's still annoying after that, fine, he's just annoying, but at least try. And yeah, anyway, thank you so much. I will catch you later. I'm going to bed now. I did not 5 a.m. like I said, but yeah, thanks for watching.